make it clap, push it back and put it on me. Make it bounce, make it bounce, make it bounce, make it bounce, make it bounce and give it to me, baby. Make it clap, make it clap, make it clap, make it clap, push it back and I like when she stop.
And a pleasant evening to one and all. Welcome to the Friendship Facility here in St. Michael, Barbados, in the West Indies. Yours truly, Trevor Thorne from Commodore Sports Incorporated, to take you through every single kick, flick, free kick, set play, dead ball situation, you name it. All the figures and facts from yours truly. Tonight's matchup is a third place playoff for 15,000 Barbados dollars. That's the winning team gets 15,000. Third place in the Prime Minister's Semi-Professional Cup. And the loser tonight, $7,500 Barbados. Fourth place then, 7,500 Barbados. Of course, a quick hop, skip and a jump. And we'll find ourselves at Kensington Oval on Saturday evening, 30th November, this Saturday for the Cup Final. And of course, we've said it plenty of times before on broadcast, $100,000 goes to the first place team, the winner on Saturday night. Second place, $25,000 Barbados. In a moment, the first salvos, the first kick in this particular matchup between Kickstart Rush and Ellerton FC. Kickstart Rush in the white jerseys, blue shorts and pink socks. And this evening they're kicking from left to right in the first half. And Ellerton FC in the purple and pink jerseys, black shorts, black socks, going from right to left. Just about a minute on the clock here at Friendship. And a goal kick will be taken by the Ellerton gents. They'll play it short. Goalkeeper this evening, Liam Brathwaite in bar. As Ellerton go down the right-hand side, cut towards the middle of the midfield. And Kickstart Rush getting their first couple of touches on it with a new starter this evening in Nicholas Best. Ellerton in possession, however. And Romario Small then picks it up for Kickstart Rush at a central defensive positioning. Ball over to the right-hand side, chance for the square. Dimitri Giasco cutting it out at the back and then clearing his lines as we take into minute number 2. Free kick won by the Kickstart Rush on a minute and a half. Of course, at the beginning of the tournament, there were 10 Premier League teams, 6 Division 1 teams, 4 second division teams coming out of the BFA tournament, and 4 third division teams. And as we look towards tonight's matchup, as well as the Cup Final, all Premier League encounters from here on in, as the left foot strike, chance at near post, but the offside trap is set, and as a Rocroni for Kickstart Rush running into an offside position and finding himself all alone inside the 6-yard box, perhaps wondering why, but Ellerton had pushed up and had running into the offside trap here. Ball down the right-hand side for Ellerton as they go in search of goal number 1. Romario Drakes, the outside right attacking midfielder for Ellerton, who basically play with a 4-4-2 formation, looks like from here. Brathwaite looking to place it on a platter. That's a splice ball. Goalkeeper Benjamin Everett would have to come and collect. And we're just about a minute and a half gone. Kickstart Rush go with Benjamin Everett, the keeper, number 1, who's on the ball right now. Dimitri Giasco, number 21, in the defense, wearing 21, as well as Romario Small on that left-hand side, wearing the number 3. And Akeem Brown, I believe, will make up the 3 steady, as you like, defenders.
The driver of MD 9494
Akeem Brown wears the number 11 this evening in the middle of their midfield. A team of midfielders, the likes of Azarel Crony, who will be pushing forward to look to create chances for the likes of Kamari Johnson and Nicholas Best. But it is Kevon Lucas, 16. Shakani Mir is the number 6. Sashin Cox, who plays wide, the number 2. And Azarel Crony will perhaps form the link between those defensive midfielders and the attack of Nicholas Best. Remar Waters wears 7, Best number 12, and floating on the left-hand side will be Kamari Johnson, the number 5. Ball played left side for Jaheim Headley to try to square. And Ziasco comes over on that right-hand side, blocks it. Ellerton with their first corner kick of the game on the Ellerton left. Bit of reorganizing to do there. Ball at near post. Here's Remar Waters, prods it forward as kickstart with the decent ball into the attacking third. Out comes Liam Braffett to collect that blue jersey this evening. Braff on his back for short, and he delivers a throw to Jaheim Headley. Towards Jules, who's tackled strongly by Romario Small. All over Jules there. But in all honesty, Jules did not go up into the air, but for sure Small did. And it was 200 pounds meeting 180. You know the 200 pounds is going to win there. 6 on the clock, down the right. Kickstart rush with Walters harmlessly over the goal line of Ellerton for a goal kick. There's Ronaldo Jilts. I believe he just hopped off the plane out of Miami. Having looked after the future of Kickstart Rush. His younger charges in Florida for the Kickstart Rush tournament, annual tournament. And he's back at the helm here to assist this team to see if they can get much closer to a third place prize, having given up the ghost of winning the $100,000. Outplayed on the night by Bridens Hill, 2-0, with Ray Snide scoring on 23 minutes and Sharon Hoyt finishing it off on 28 minutes. Bridens Hill shut the shop and walked straight into the cup final at Kensington Oval this Saturday night, the 30th of November. Independence Day will be celebrated at that point in time as well. Here's Goodrich showing calmness inside the 6-yard box to play it forward. Out comes Ellerton on the right with Captain Bell. He plays a decent ball back to Javon Austin, who gets the start this evening at right back for Ellerton. Here's Jules, a little bit slippery over there. And Jules will look to shake off his marker in Small. Plays a decent pass again to Captain Bell. Comes all the way back to Austin. Inside to Codrington, coming up from a central defensive posture. Over to this left-hand side. A brilliant ball to Jaheim Headley. Will try to float it across the top. Can't. In steps Codrington with the attacking header. And then Kickstart Rush coming out, only to give it away to Bell, who looks to twist and turn. Instead, the ball played into the box and then given the treatment by Small. Again, Austin. In fact, that would be Brathwaite onto that one. Codrington, a little shimmy, goes right side. Decent pass out to that right-hand side. Bell on his bike, cuts it towards the penalty spot and gives the possession away. Out come Kickstart, only to give it away again, as the teams are very charitable here this evening on 10 minutes. Can't find 3 passes after 10 minutes. But of course, both teams can see the $15,000 and also the $7,500. Who wants $7,500 when you can win $15,000? Shot comes in from 22 yards out. And on 10 minutes, we're tied 0-0 with Romario Drix's shot going over the crossbar. It's Ellerton 0, Kickstart Rush 0. Shows a clean pair of heels there, too. The Kickstart defender in Akeem Brown, but then he puts his boot right under it, and the physics says it will go high and not so handsome after 10 minutes. 0-0 the score. Kickstart Rush 0, Ellerton FC 0. And a nice intriguing game developing here. A quick peek at where we are on goal scorers. And you will see that Rashad Jules, playing for Ellerton, has 8 for the season already, including the last-ditch penalty against UWI Blackbirds, making it 3-1 on the night in the semi-final. Jules on 8. Niall Rees-Stephen from UWI Blackbirds on 7. Raymar Walters, who plays for Kickstart Rush, wearing the number 7. 7 has 7 as well. And then bringing up the rear would be Romel Bino from Britton's Hill into the final with 6 goals. He's grabbed his partner in striking, Ray Snag, and Snag has 5. So these are all the leading goal scorers as we go into the third place playoff and, of course, the Independence Day Cup final as well. 12 minutes in is Crony come on as a sub in the semi-final action. Tonight he starts and he hopes to pull the strings for Kickstart Rush so that they can get the lead. His opposite numbers in the middle of that midfield would be Rashawn Brathwaite. Both men creative, both men can score goals. So it'll be number 8 for Ellerton up against, I make it the number 14 for Kickstart Rush and Azarel Crony. Who wins that battle, wins the battle in most cases of creativity between the two teams. Those are the very skillful men. And then it'll be up to Rashad Jules to put the ball away for Ellerton once Brathwaite finds him. And of course, once Crony finds Raymar Walters, Walters could find the back of the nets for Kickstart Rush. Both even at this point, 0-0 the score. And we're into minute number 13 as we say a pleasant evening to all of our viewers, listeners, YouTubers. You know who you are. Especially those who stayed up late in the UK, for sure, to peek at this one. A pleasant night to you as well. In fact, a pleasant morning, adding on 4 hours to the UK time and getting 12:43 or thereabouts. Johnson with the square, chance at near post, parried away by Leon Brathwaite, who goes low to his left and sets Drakes free down the left. Foot race between two. Drakes leaves him like he's standing, cuts towards the near post. A little piece of magic will get him into the 18-yard box. Nothing doing, says the referee. That had to be considered then a body check. And he's closer than me, but I know Drakes will be screaming for something different on 14 minutes. We'll take a peek at the replay, eh? We could have our own conversations here. can see Johnson going on that level. Ziasco with the body of a muscle man. Blocks the path, and it's considered 50-50 on 14 and a piece. As we say, a pleasant evening to my co-pilot, the CBC man, Damien Best. Good evening to you, Damien.
Yeah, pleasant good evening to you, Trev. Good evening to all our viewers on the stream and here in the venue as well at Friendship. 0-0, 15 minutes gone in this one. Third place playoff, of course, still a good prize up for grabs, as you mentioned before. And these two teams, a lot of eyes were on these two squads. You can see Ronaldo, Pee Wee Jilks back in the managerial seat. And they would have missed his presence in the semi-final showdown. Nonetheless, though, he's here to direct the troops and see if Kickstart can come away the better of the two here. Just a little pause in the players. The trident check is being sorted out and completed after that challenge in the box. You know, you got to keep your eyes on the technology, Trev. It's been part and parcel now of these closing stages of the Prime Minister's Cup. Don't forget the big one comes your way on Saturday, 8:30. Got a good one. Britainsill versus UWI Blackbirds in the grand finale at Kensington Oval. But free kick to Ellerton here as these two teams tussle, as I mentioned before, for a level of bragging rights, so to speak. Third place is not bad at all. You can see Headley here on the ball. Let's chip this one over the top. Looking for the speedy Rashad Jules, who's been also a master of trickery. Has a number of goals for the season. Goes over in a heap, and the referee will put that marker just outside the box. Jules, an enterprising player. 7 goals for the season, Trev. 7 goals for the season. So he'll look to add a couple more tonight, hopefully. Wants that golden boot.
He's one more. He has 8.
8 no, all right.
He's the actual leading goal scorer.
All right.
Standing on his own like a king.
Wow.
With now Reece Stephen breathing down his neck, quite close as well. And Raymar Waters also on 7 for the season. So Jules stands alone at this point in time with the 8 goals. His last was the penalty kick to make it 3-1 when UWI Blackbirds were leading 3-0 with a brace of goals from Nauri Stephen. Here's the near post ball into the box, a defensive header. Going to keep it alive. Is Goodridge on that far side. Keeps it alive, but he's used his hand to, as far as the referee is concerned, take control of the ball. He has a little smirk on his face. Drakes with the drive. The attacking header goes high and not so handsome. And then in his efforts to get it on target, Goodrich puts his palm on the ball, basically. And the referee sees it, calls it on 18 minutes. It will be a free kick. I believe you'll have a trident review check here, just to be absolutely sure. As you can see, the referee is physically indicating that he's checking with his team on the inside. Yeah, Adrian, I was making the point before, Damien, that remember at the very beginning of this tournament, there were 24 teams, of which 10 were Premier League, 6 for Division 1, 4 Division 2, and 4 Division 3. And what's left now, it's all Premier League,
yeah.
All Premier League clashes. So that just perhaps goes to show the pedigree of the Premier League teams still run things in Barbados, because the other teams just have not been able to sustain themselves long enough to make it to the third place playoff or the $100,000 cup final either. Here's Ziasco, plays a decent ball inside to Raymar Waters. He goes in a 50-50 with Jaheim Headley, and Headley comes off worse for wear. I think it was the actual block there, basically from Walters.
Yeah, he stood on his right boot there, did Headley, and twisted. Looks like he twisted his ankle. rolled his ankle slightly there. I hope he's okay. And he'll get a bit of attention, but nothing untoward there from Walters, just left in the boot.
Yeah, ref doesn't seem to see anything majorly wrong with it. Otherwise, he would have done something. 20 minutes in, Headley on the surface. Will need some medical attention as the medic makes her way onto the field of play. She'll take a close look at that right ankle. Been in the wars just a bit. The 2023 BFA Division 1 champions in Kickstart Rush in the BFA tournament. Of course, that's how they got to the Premier League. And so far for Kickstart Rush, their stats for this season of semi-professional football will show that they've played 6, won 4, drawn none, lost 2 matches, goals for 14, goals against 7, a goal difference of 7. And that's how they got to this third place playoff. One of those losses was that defeat against Britons Hill last Sunday, 2-0, when Britons Hill were much too quick to the ball and able to score their chances. Well, Kickstart Rush really didn't come to the party on Sunday night in match number 49. The referee's definitely going to have a look at the incident as we await the decision. Just 21 on our clocks here.
Just looking at the action there from Walters, who little heel, and he, I think the studs are the major concern there. He left in that right boot, and from this angle, it looks a little more menacing than initially I thought. The studs came in there and caught him on the ankle. So let's wait and see what the referee decides here. And Walters, one of the keys to the cog here at the Kickstart camp, and one of the promising young talents on display here in the Prime Minister's Cup. We'll wait the decision, Trev, but from the different angles, you think that you only look at this a couple more times and make a final decision. Initially going for the ball, but that angle, not nice.
What we can say for comparisons as far as I said, Kickstart, we gave you their stats already, but Ellerton has played their 6 matches, won 5, drawn none, lost 1, goals for 17, goals against 7. Goal difference of +10. Here comes referee Griffith. Will go to his
automatic
top pocket.
Wow. Red card then, and off goes Raymar Walters. So Kickstart Rush down to 10. One of the key marksmen there, Raymar Walters, sent packing here in the first half after a review on the Trident system. And that is the end of his tournament. Kickstart Rush down to 10 on 23 minutes.
Yeah, stuck on 10 men at this point in time. Be much more difficult to contain a team with 11 men. But of course, the review, as far as the officials are concerned, proved conclusive. And completely missing the ball there, Damien, and catching the right ankle of Headley. He's able to continue playing, but for sure, on 22 minutes, Raymar Walters straight red on this occasion for the challenge.
So numerical advantage, Trev, then to Ellerton here. They'll try to make use of that in the first half. Let's see the repositioning here from the manager kickstart here, Ronaldo Jilts, and how he will adjust to the added pressure which I expect Ellerton to exert here as we see Headley come forward down the left-hand side. He's got Jules calling for it ahead of him. That's Bell is in there as well. Looks to put this one over. That's way too close to the cusp. Oh! A bit of a misjudgment there. And fortunately, just a tip over the bar. And Ellerton, they escape with a little bit of corner kick now, of course, and they'll have 2 bites at the cherry. That was floated towards really no one. And the goalkeeper in the end just getting a fingertip to it, put it over the crossbar. And this one is a corner kick at near post, one bubble. And then the referee spotting an infringement in there to be a free kick to Kickstart Rush.
So Everett will take the restart. Benjamin Everett in goal for Kickstart Rush. Also played all the minutes in the semi-final matchup against Brennan's Hill. Crony into Sakani Mears. And the ball given away again. Kickstart looking a bit shell shock here. Gittins will find the left foot this time off Shaquille Bell. No real pace on it, the number 10 and captain for Ellerton. Didn't really get hold of that one at all, Damien. And easy take for Benjamin Everett, who clears now. 26 minutes in. Codrington, large and in charge for that header. Braffett with the ball to Headley. And then charged down and over the line there for a Ellerton throw. Bell and Headley in a combination. Gittins, good push and pull there. Codrington will switch the point of attack to the right-hand side. Burgess losing out on that right-back spot to a brand new right-back in Javon Austin, who played many games in the BFA Premier League, but was replaced by Romel Burgess for most matches in the Prime Minister's Cup. But since coming under pressure, you would think, from Nelry Stevens and company on Sunday night, they've gone for a fresh right-back. The remainder of the Ellerton back four remains the same, with Jaheim Ledley playing the number 11 there. And a save, easy save for Benjamin Everett. No pace, real pace on it there. Everett will take those all evening long. The neck muscles really not deployed there, Damien, at all. That was a powder puff header. And easy as you like for Everett to display his goalkeeping skills there. In steps referee Griffith. Free kick to Ellerton, who look to go left-hand side. The little back heel from Bell finds Braffett, Rashawn Braffett. Decent ball inside. Jules, not known for too many headers, finds Gittins. And here's Bell. Can he produce the magic here on this left-hand side? Cuts towards that left post and squares it. And again, Everett. It's crossing practice, basically, but with no real pace, as these guys just haven't brought their A game as yet on 29 minutes. Again, the Kickstart Rush. Nice pass to Crony. Will he return the pass? Yes, he does. It's a little bit too stiff, and coming out of defense now as Ellerton take possession down the left. It's that man with the most goals in Jules, the left footer, wearing 23, wins a throw-in as we head into minute 29. This is Sean Braffett, ball over the top, this time for Headley. Can he get a decent square? In fact, he plays it onto the player last, on to Sachin Cox, and gets a corner kick on 29 minutes. Kickstart Rush 0, Ellerton 0, and Ellerton with their third corner kick of the evening. Drakes with the square. Double header from Small. And Kickstart Rush come out with Cox down this right-hand side. Here's Cox this time around. Looks to float it inside. Doesn't have the accuracy on it though. Out comes Ellerton with Gittins. Quick recovery, and he's left Johnson for dead there. Jules goes one-on-one with Brown. Cuts towards the 18 and shoots, and Everett saves. Low to his left. On to minute 30. Ellerton with 3 shots at bar. Everett equal to the task each and every time. But with the numerical advantage, Damien, at this point, looks like only a matter of time before one of the two teams gets the ball to hit the back of the nets. At this point in time, if you were a betting man, you'd have to put a few dollars on the Ellerton team because they've worked Everett the most. However, he hasn't had to extend himself very much in the bar, and therefore we're still even Stevens, as the score would suggest. But you're going to need a better effort, much better strike of the ball from any of the two teams to beat these two top keepers in Benjamin Everett for Kickstart Rush and Liam Braffett for Ellerton FC.
Yeah, we just seen a couple of efforts here from Ellerton. They look the better of the two so far. Of course, you mentioned that they do have the man advantage, so indeed they want to apply a bit more pressure as we get to the halfway stage of this first half. That's Jules with the effort there, and Everett read it all the way like a book and collected easily, but they'll try to see if they can squeeze Kickstart here. I know that they're eager to get this one in the back of the net. This one is a header towards the 6-yard box and cleared away, scrambled really out of danger, and here comes Kickstart with a chance now down the right-hand side, looking for the early cross in. There was Lucas, but again he's thwarted. This is Brathwaite, tries to pick up Jules, who looks a little frustrated. It's like Diasco there with a sliding challenge, which evaded quite comfortably. Now we've got Drakes, who tries to cut across the top of the 18, looking to pick out Bell and company. But it is still with Kickstart momentarily now. They try to get this one out of danger with Crony. And into touch. Let's see which way this goes. See a Ellerton player down on the turf. And this is Bell. Going over the top there. Jules rose majestically, came off of Diasco. And then like a ping pong ball, this was scooted away. And then you saw the slide there from Diasco, threatening Brathwaite. And now we've got player down on the turf there. So a bit of pause in play. Get some attention for him there on 33 minutes. Saying goodnight to all the football fans logged in as well on the YouTube. Thousands of you who've been eagerly anticipating the conclusion of this tournament, especially for Saturday. This is the third place though, still lots at stake, Trev. A lot to play for here. 0-0. Early days yet. As I mentioned before, if you're just joining us, Kickstart Rush down to 10. Raymore Walters being sent off. And it'll be Ellerton who will try to make that count. They've got a free kick. They play it short. Look to get this one into the box. Scoots along the turf, cleared away partially. Still with Ellerton. Brathwaite will watch it as it goes into touch. It's got Headley coming over. Quick throw in, still getting a lot of instructions from the bench. Try to knock this one around. Goodridge and company at the back. Had a tough weekend last time out. As you mentioned before, Burgess being replaced for this one. See Ellerton try to charge their way forward. This looks promising. The chance here for the opening goal. An excellent block there from Everett. That was a wonderful save. He was pressed into action on 35 minutes and he's come good. But Kickstart really under the pump now. They're trying to get this one out of their half. It comes all the way back to Goodridge, who will find Brathwaite. And they reset and come again. Trev, that was close.
Yeah, excellent work there from the Ellerton midfield to set it on a platter for Jules to dribble the final defender. But he used his weaker right foot to try to parry it past him. And that proved to be his downfall or demise, as well as a quick reflex save from Benjamin Everett, who saved 4 shots at bar so far. Here it is, fed on by Codrington, falls to his weaker right foot. If he was really had his thinking caps on, he could have switched to the left very quickly and prodded it far side, but instead he just saw a goal and went for it. So a bit more needed from an experienced striker like Rashad Jules. He's led the Barbados squad to a couple of victories when he was in the national team as well, and scored a good few goals along the way. So I would have thought that if he would have had his thinking cap on a little more, fake the right, switch it to the left, and rolled it past Everett, who would have already gone down to his left and left the right side open.
Well,
didn't really switch on like a top striker should.
Oh,
chance goes a begging.
I love these teachable moments, Trev. We want to see that from you on Saturday as well. Just to let the folks at home know, Trev will be up front in the legends. So look for him to switch from left foot to the right foot.
Yeah, look for that shirt.
And the cannons.
It's a favourite number 9 you're looking for.
Wow, wow.
36 in. Jules with the free kick. Everett to save. In fact, he takes the chance and watches it as it goes past his near post, and it almost found its way in. He did make an effort to get to the post on the right-hand side there, but I thought he should have probably slid across even further just to make sure. There, that's a cardinal mistake. That could have crept in at the near post and he would have been embarrassed all the way to the dressing room for the half-time whistle. Obviously, cover your angles each and every time. As it goes into the light, however, it's difficult to see as it makes its way down through the trajectory. But thank goodness for the Kickstart fans. They wished it to go past the post, and it did. And Everett saving himself the embarrassment of picking that one out of the goal. But lots to learn as a youngster, and he's learning his trade on the job, as keepers do. No better way to pick up the techniques and tactics but to review after you get home what's happened tonight on YouTube. Into the 38th minute. Another corner kick. It's all Ellerton here. This one penalty spot style. Out comes Bell. This time finding Austin, who shoots horribly wide. Way off the target. Heading for the corner flag this time. But Austin hasn't had a lot of minutes for Ellerton recently. And he's now starting to pick up his shots on the radar. Known for hitting them from 18, 20, 22 yards out. Also a very good overlapping player, Javon Austin. But that one certainly wasn't up there. And won't be pleased to see that one on the highlights reel as it went close, very close to the corner flag, rather than troubling Everett. Into minute 39. As we say, thank you very much for choosing the Prime Minister's Cup. Empowering communities one goal at a time. And of course you had to brave some weather today to get here. The outfield, however, holding up very nicely, as we can see. Sakani Mears with the throwing. And of course, captain of Ellerton, Shaquille Bell there with the captain's armband. Here's Croney, will show a bundle of tricks here as he leaves his band for dead. Austin couldn't hold on to his shirt tail there at all. Just went across the 18-yard box, but young national selectee in Goodridge clears his lines, finds Headley, a little flick inside to Drakes, looking to release Jules, with a quick pass. Perhaps they can do it now. Gittins. In fact, Bell will go storming down the right-hand side, cut towards the 18-yard box, lay it back for Drix, who tries the shot. And the defense is good enough to play it safe. Ball recycled to Headley, who will shoot with his right foot. And to be honest, he didn't really have it out of his body there. And the connection was poor. Man with the white headband in Jaheim Headley, known for taking penalties as well, Damien. But none of this sort here this evening. A quick shout here for Jules, who went over it in a heap. But on 40 minutes, we await the first goal between Kickstart Rush in the white jerseys and Ellerton FC in the pink and purple, kicking from right to left.
Yeah, just 40 minutes gone here. This is Everett. He'll launch this one down the left-hand side. And this is back to Brathwaite. Rolls this one into the 18-yard box. And look to spread this one up to Headley. Headley, who's moving a little better now after the challenge from Walters early on. Now this is with Brathwaite, who has been forced to come all the way back to Goodrich and Company. And Brathwaite is there. He's watching on. Drakes will collect, come forward, has Headley ahead of him. Tries to play the pass through to find, of course, their key man in Jules. And he is challenged. Goes over. Challenged by Small, so it'll be a free kick to Kickstart. Bit of kind of the shoelaces there for Everett. Referee says get on with it. Probably wanted a double knot for insurance. This is Everett now on 42. And he boots this one. Well, I guess his shoe was a bit too tight. And Everett just releasing the pressure, booting that one into touch. Gives it right back to Ellerton. Headley. Quick turn of foot here now. Let's see what Drakes can do down this left-hand side. He's been barged. And he still maintains possession. Kickstart managed to get this one away. The defense has been very reactive here from Kickstart. They've had a lot of work to do, of course. Down to 10. And this is Goodrich trying the ball over the top. Everett comes confidently, collects on the full. Nestles it into his arms and will look up the field. And survey proceedings as we inch closer to the halftime mark. Let's see what Kickstart can do here. Not playing with a lot of surety up front there. And dispossessed, and now it's Goodrich who slipped there momentarily. Looks up. Looks to string those passes together from left to right. Very easy going so far, not too menacing as we get closer to the 45. Ball into touch. Say good night to folks on CBC TV 8. Watching all the action here, this third place playoff here in the Prime Minister's Cup. Looking forward to Saturday. It's a big day. Got a Legends match set for around 6 o'clock, Trev. And the big one at 8:30, Britainsill versus UWI Blackbirds. 44 minutes gone here at Friendship. This one again goes into touch. And the pace is slowed right down here for this one. Throw in. Collected though by Kickstart. They look to come forward. Play this one down the right-hand side. Pass though is intercepted momentarily. Good play though by Lucas now, who looked to bamboozle Brathwaite. But again, Ellerton regained possession. Goodridge over to the right-hand side. Ellerton not taking full advantage of this numerical situation in terms of personnel. Now we can see the cross going over the top. Now looking for Jules, who's saved by Everett once again, who's been in tip-top form in this first half. He's had a lot to do, and Jules has tried his utmost to beat the young man, and he's been up for the challenge. Let's watch it one more time. This one, Drakes with the right foot over the top, and Jules didn't get enough power behind it or the placement, and it was kept out at near post. This one over the top, and this is a shot. Goal again. It's blocked, and it's cleared away, and it's Kickstart under pressure. Codrington was there with an effort, and again cannot find the back of the net. Jules, the deliverer. Codrington was right on the doorstep. Look at Everett, looking like Thibaut Courtois today at Anfield, at least momentarily. Let's see what Drakes can do with his in-swinger. 4 minutes of time added on. Ball over the top. Nobody putting a head or a limb onto that one. And it rolls into touch. So it'll be a goal kick for Kickstart Rush. Let us see how they will close out the half here. Everett, who's been the player of the first half. He's been in the spotlight for the most part. Kickstart not ambitious enough to send forward any of their troops. They're trying to keep within their own half here. And it is Ellerton trying to find a way through somewhere, somehow, Trev.
Yeah, they've tried the right-hand side. They're going left-hand side again this time with Drakes looking to shake his way past not one but two men. And immediately Lucas pays some attention and comes out on this right-hand side. We'll play the leading ball now, sprinting away through that center as the two players come together. Possession again, this time with Kickstart Rush. Best with the right foot attempt. And it's the second attempt at goal for Kickstart Rush, but this time around, unlike the first one, Brathwaite had to go down and save. This one, you could just watch it go over the top as Best stretches with the right and goes high over Brathwaite's bar. Again, it's that bouncing ball that he just couldn't find the right technique to put it on target. Nicholas Best, the former BDF sports program player and BDF proper. Headley down the left. Can he get it in? No, he can't. He finds Small instead of his own man. Drakes. He too finds Small. And Kickstart come up on the right. Cox versus Brathwaite. Throwing to Kickstart Rush. When these two teams last met, before you give it that start though, Damien, our clock has just ticked into the 48th minute.
Most definitely, and this will be probably the last possession here for Ellerton before the break. There's Drakes is trying to survey things, back to Brathwaite. Bell, who will be looking for Jules somewhere in between there, but again they're thwarting his Kickstart who come away with it. Not really sending numbers flooding into the Ellerton half. It cut to the inside, no neat little ball through the middle, and out comes Liam Brathwaite, who will collect. So just waiting for the halftime whistle now as Brathwaite sends this one forward, and that is it for the first half here in this third place playoff between Kickstart Rush and Ellerton. It's 0-0 after 49 minutes basically of action. And indeed, we look forward to see what the second half will bring. The next voice you'll hear, of course, of Anne Margaret Boyce alongside Trevor Thorne. And I'll be back with you on Saturday for the big finale. Britainsill up against UWI Blackbirds. Of course, we've got the Legends contest set for 6 o'clock. And so much more packed in to what should be an exciting climax to the 2024 Prime Minister's Cup football competition, Trev.
Yeah, thank you very much, Damien. Quick reminder of when these two teams met in the BFA 2024 season. Kickstart Rush 2, Ellerton 0. And in the second round encounter, which would have been round 10, Kickstart did this very same thing. 2-0 with Kamari Johnson scoring on 42 minutes and Kimani Trotman on 57. In that first matchup, it was Ethan Taylor on 15 and Nathan McCollin on 67 minutes. So stats will show that Kickstart normally have the better over Ellerton in the Premier League, but this one is still 0-0 as we, of course, watch Ellerton taking water on board. 0-0 the score at halftime here. Kickstart Rush 0, Ellerton 0.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know what time it is. Time for the floor kick to win promotion. Samsung A25 up for grabs. Yeah, Samsung Galaxy A25. 5G complements our platinum sponsor, Flow Barbados. Barbados' leading fiber network.
Should be very exciting and entertaining. And indeed, you see the pleasantries being exchanged. And we'll see how this one goes, Trev. Kickstart in the white jersey.
Yep, as the two teams with the handshakes all around, of course, they're going to the huddle to get those final instructions. Ellerton in the purple and pink. Kickstart Rush, however, was the team with the first salvo, and a good save in the end by Liam Brathwaite as the outside of the right boot was used there from Raymar Waters to put that one on target. Jules went charging forward as well. No luck on that in that instance either. And the difference between the two teams, definitely the goalkeeping of Benjamin Everett. There's the Raymar Waters tackle. And as you can see, he went high with the right boot onto the ankle of Jaheim Headley and was red carded on 22 minutes for what would be considered violent conduct. There's the red card shown by referee John Griffith. 22 minutes in, then it's 10 versus 11. Ellerton with the 11 men and Kickstart Rush reduced to 10. Everett continued to make himself an instant hero, saving everything that was thrown at him. Codrington found Jules in the box and his right foot shot again saved by Benjamin Everett. Ellerton again with Jules. That right foot deployed rather than the left. The header, he's done everything possible to score a goal. But Benjamin Everett equal to the task every single time. This time it's the heel of the right boot getting in on the action with Liam Brathwaite not having very much to do as the 11-man Ellerton team continued to maintain the possession. That possession counted at about 65% to Ellerton, with Kickstart Rush trying to reorganize their team, of course, with 35. But we will go to Flo's production here on the kick for mobile phone. Over to you, Anmar.
Congratulations to this young man in the first try. Can you believe it? He's the winner of the phone, Samsung A25 Galaxy. All right. Everyone's a winner here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you can still head on over to the float tent and check out our services. Of course, stop at $10 or more.
Went to a dance last Saturday night. I was feeling tipsy and the mood was right. Sight a little daughter and I step in the corner. 'Cause I feel like dancing all night. But I said, cool down the pace for me, little woman. You're dubbing it too fast for me. Cool down the pace for me, little woman. That's not how it should be. I told her to try. I don't know why. Try show her the right. No need to quarrel, no need to make a fight. Because the daughters take a little longer to sight of the father. Yeah. way. It seems like my life begin to ruin now that you're departing pretty soon. But what more can I say? Sad to know that you're leaving, even though it's kinda grieving. Sad to know that you're leaving, but I know that you'll return real soon. Alright, you can send me a postcard, mail it home to Deucing Yard. You know what loneliness brings, but Jah will guide you out and come in. What more can I say?
Tired of taking the blame, might as well play the game. Oh, sometimes it can be so unfair. I'm a longing to see you. I wanna know how you've been doing over yonder. I'm gonna catch this flight, and when I reach my destination, I hope you'll be smiling, longing to see me. I thought you'd drop me a line just to say hello, my dear, I'm doing fine. Doesn't matter anyway now, 'cause my love for you will never change.
Yes, and we're back for more action in the Prime Minister's Cup third place playoff. This round bringing together Ellerton FC out of St. George in the purple and pink, kicking from left to right in the second half. And Kickstart Rush. Current score 0-0 as Ellerton look to put the shot on target. Again, Everett is equal to the task and uses his penalty box to get as much mileage as possible on it. Headley with the square, far post ball, and Drakes drives it over the crossbar, and that chance has gone a begging. 47 minutes in, he gets a good clear look at it, yeah, but couldn't provide the correct finishing touch. Mario Drakes on this occasion. Ronaldo Jilts, the technical director and head coach here of Kickstart Rush, offering some solutions as to how to keep Mario Drakes out. He was all alone there. Certainly needed to be paid some attention to by the Kickstart Rush defense, and in the end they were counting their lucky stars as Drakes went high, not so handsome. The restart with Kickstart Rush as referee Griffith will take a decent look at what he sees as a net that looks fairly much open to him, and he may want to call on the maintenance man to fix that. On the other hand, he still does have Trident review to see if the ball goes in or out, but that net needs a bit of a fix there. As we say, a pleasant evening to Anmar Goodridge boys, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready for action. Correct, Anmar?
Yeah, that's right, Trev. Good night to all of our listeners and viewers on CBC TV8, as well as on the stream. This is Kickstart looking to come forward here. We're still awaiting the first goal of the third place matchup. $15,000 up for grabs here tonight. Trev, and both teams having missed out on the finals on Saturday at Kensington Oval, perhaps want to end their season with a bit of pride here. This is a chance for Kickstart Rush. Number 16, Kevon Lucas stands over it. It's taken short. Shot comes in, takes a deflection, and it goes behind for a corner. So Kickstart Rush will have a set piece here on 49 minutes. Last touch off Goodrich. The central defender has had a good Prime Minister's Cup. Jaden Goodrich has impressed lights of the national captain, the national selection panel for Barbados as well, getting himself a call up to the senior men's national football team. But this is a chance for a Kickstart. Corner taken short. So into the box, the heads go up, and it's another corner. We're showing Speedy Gittins there on the defensive duties. It's Liam Braffett in goal for Ellerton, just his third match of the Prime Minister's Cup. Featured in the first game, went out injured, and then his second was the semi-finals on Sunday. Braffett hasn't had much action. Kickstart with the short corner. This occasion, this is Drakes. Plays the ball forward. And Kickstart will look to build from the back, ball played forward, only as far as Gittins. He has Johnson for company, plays a magnificent ball over the top, but it's good defending from Mario Small. This is Jaheim Headley with the throw-in. Headley. This is Codrington. He finds Goodrich. Back to Austin, and Goodrich finds Codrington. Ellerton looking to build from the back. This is a lovely ball over to Headley. Looking to advance. Clever little give and go. Headley with a shot. And in the end, it's a decent save from Everett, the 17-year-old. Trev had a pretty decent first half. Has looked good between the six for this Kickstart Rush team. Definitely belongs. It's Colin Moore for Ellerton. Showing good muscle. Back to Braffett, and again, Ellerton unable to string a couple of passes together. And in the end, it goes out into touch.
Into the 52nd minute we go. Referee this evening, Mr. John Griffith. AR1, Mr. Charles Yearwood. Assistant ref number 2, Mr. Norman Dave Graves on the far side. And our fourth official, Mr. Edwin Adams. The Trident Review referee, Trevor Taylor. And ably assisted, I believe it is Kevon Clark as well, with him to review with the Trident Review system. So yes, Jermaine Newsom is the Trident Review referee. Taylor being subbed out. And Newsom is in, 53 minutes in. Everett with lots of work to do today. He's saved just about 6, I believe, shots that came at him. But to be honest, the pace and power didn't really have the venom to trouble the average goalkeeper. And in order for Ellerton to score, they'll really need to get hold of this slippery ball and put some real pace behind it. Otherwise, Everett will be in dreamland, basically, and looking for a result here from his beloved Kickstart Rush, who have 10 men at this point in time, with Raymar Walters being sent off on 22 minutes for violent conduct, I believe it was. But on 54 minutes, Kickstart Rush battling and really utilizing the 10 men very, very well, keeping Ellerton at bay. And as I reflected on the 2 results in the BFA Premier League, they would have beaten Ellerton twice in the same season, 2-0 each time. So this is a bogey team for the men from Ellerton. They just haven't been able to find a solution how to get goals past the likes of Everett, as we see the net being repaired momentarily. That's the reason for the pause for a good cause.
Yeah, good work there by Rommel company. So that's fixed. It's back to the action. Kickstart with a quick free kick. Taken by Small. This is good work down the right hand side from Kickstart Rush. Crony. This is Romario Drates, dispossessed. Drates can go on a run past the first man into Jules. He has Bell for company. Jules on his bike, gets away from his man. Cues it back, Bell to Collymore. It's a chance miss for Ellerton. Shaquan Collymore leaning back. Let's look at it one more time, but excellent work down the flank from Jules. Squares it back, takes a deflection, and Bell has a touch, and Collymore, always a difficult chance there. He was always leaning back. Needed to get his feet around that one and wrap it around the top corner. Unlucky on that occasion. This is Lucas. Back to Small. The first real chance there for Ellerton of the second half, but this is a man who's scored 7 goals in the Prime Minister's Cup.
8, Amar. Correction, 8.
Sorry.
He's the leading marksman on 8, with the penalty against Brennan's Hill to make it 3-1 for sure.
Thanks for the correction, Trev. Yeah, Rashad Jules has been such a prolific player for this Ellerton team, scoring some crucial goals throughout the tournament. They'll need him big tonight if Ellerton are to secure the 3rd place. This is Braffett. Has Gittins and Drates for company. Finds Drates. What can he do? Has Jasko for company. This is Romario. Drates goes past Jasko. Drates with a chance. Cuts back to Gittins, who lays it on a platter for Bell. But good defending there by Romario Small. And Crony can get the ball away for Kickstart Rush. Has Gittins for company. This is Braffett. Drates can't turn away from his man. This is Drates. Jasko again for company, but not on that occasion. Good defending, and boots the ball forward. Neither team so far in the second half being able to stamp their authority on this contest. $15,000 at stake in the 3rd place match of the Prime Minister's Cup. This is Goodrich across to Austin. Looking to play the ball upfield, and it goes into touch. Last touch off young Kamari Johnson, former Barbados under-20 national player. Shane Codrington into Headley. Headley back to Drakes, looking for the give and go. Drakes opts to come inside instead. This is Bell. Javon Austin. It's only as far as Collymore, who has Lucas for company. Back to Austin, who finds Bell. And is dispossessed by Johnson. This is Crony. Play on, says the referee. Codgerton goes all the way back to Braffett. Codgerton again. Finds himself under a bit of pressure, gets out of it. Goodridge. This is Braffett, who finds Headley in an advanced position. Ellerton looking to build again. This is Bell and Headley, who can carve open this Kickstart Rush team. This is Drakes. Back to Bell. Has to be something spectacular to break this deadlock. Bell with the step overs. The shot is deflected, but only as far as Austin, who can strike them. Austin looking for Bell. And it goes all the way out into touch, and it's going to be a goal kick for Kickstart Rush. Just about the hour mark, Trev.
This
KG.
Yeah, this Kickstart Rush team, a shell of themselves right now, as you said, because they had to reorganize these 10 men to keep Ellerton at bay. But when they were really flowing in earlier encounters, they would have beat Pinelands 5-1. They were pegged back by the UWI Blackbirds, who were in the finals 3-1. A big result over the Barbados Soccer Academy 5-0. And then they knocked Deacons out in the round of 16, 1-0 as well. In the quarterfinals, they were too good, much too good, with Raymar Walters' brace of goals on 41 and 75 minutes, making it 2-1 when Jamal Watson Cummings scored for Paradise. And that took them through the quarterfinals. And of course, on Sunday, Britain's Hill were much too much for them with that 2-0 victory to get the winner. Here's Ellerton looking to attack. That one across the 18-yard box and testing Small, who had to use some evasive action to get it over the crossbar from there. But again, Javon Austin showing that he can come forward and overlap on the right-hand side. He saw a chance to put it on target, but definitely good defending there from Romario Small, the former Britain's Hill captain, but now a Kickstart Rush man. Ellerton had a really good preliminary round as well. As this ball is put back towards Drakes. Can he conjure up some magic here? No, he's tackled. Regains the possession and loses it again. The throw-in goes to the Kickstart Rush man, as Kevon Lucas shows that he's up for the challenge. 10 versus 11, but you really couldn't tell from the defensive work from Kickstart Rush. The only way you know it is when they're coming out of, when Ellerton come out of defense, they have a bit more space and room and the additional player to get to the 18-yard box. But so far they haven't produced the magic to get a winning goal. Perhaps now's the time. Braffett spreading it wide on the left-hand side to an overlapping Headley. Goes one-on-one, looks to cross it with the right. Far post ball, and this, again, Everett, brilliant in the challenge. He goes through the air and clutches it, has the way before to keep hold of it as well. Headley, piece of magic. Ball towards the penalty spot. The attacking header, this time coming from Shaquan Collymore, coming up from a defensive position. But again, Everett is having the time of his life, the best game I've seen him play for quite some time. Score remains Kickstart Rush 0, Ellerton 0 on 63 minutes.
Yeah, great goalkeeping there from Everett. The header coming in from Collymore. Mears gets to it first. So Kenny Mears, the Kickstart Rush captain. This is Codrington. Across to Headley, who finds Bell. Can he unlock the door here for Ellerton? Couple of step overs and it goes behind. Corner. It's going to be a corner kick for Ellerton. Everett there giving his instructions to the defenders. This is Drake's corner swung. The heads go up and Codrington there closest to the ball, unable to make any meaningful contact. Goes behind. Former Barbados central defender Shane Codrington. Booted forward. This is Codrington again on defensive duties. Collymore's foul right in front of the referee. This is Austin. Plays the ball forward. Away by Jashko. This is Gittins. Always going to be a difficult chance there, off balance for Sean Speedy Gittins. Perhaps looking for a foul, not given. And yes, in case you're now joining.
All right, announcement for you with the driver of
In case you're now joining us, it's live coverage of the third place match of the Prime Minister's Cup.
We've got an emergency
on CBC TV.
G730.
10 men of Kickstart Rush taking on Ellerton. 0-0 the score. Here comes Headley. Into Bell. Goes up past Jashko. Into the box. Bell runs out of real estate. And it goes behind. Signs of frustration there from Shaquille Bell. Has been very crucial in terms of Ellerton's passage throughout the tournament. Producing the winner versus Pride of Gawhill in the round of 16. And the winning penalty versus Weymouth Wales in the quarterfinals right here at Friendship as well. And this is Collymore. Into Drakes. This is lovely. Drakes gets it across. This is a chance. And he hits the bar. Can you believe it? It's the closest that Ellerton came in the second half. Excellent work by Drakes. And he knows it. Let's look at it one more time. Drakes. Excellent work to the byline and Gittins. Off the bar. It's the best chance of the match, perhaps. And Everett breathing a sigh of relief. This is Croney. It's dispossessed by Collymore. Ellerton now with their tails up. Back to Collymore again. This is Austin. Goodridge finds Codrington. Back to Headley. Allerton looking to build. Bell is marked by Jashko. That's a lovely turn by Bell. Referee says play on. Here comes Gittins. Back to Collymore. Shows good strength there. Austin. Back to Drakes. Back to Austin. Good defensive duties there from the Kickstart Rush captain in Mears, who goes down. And Kickstart Rush preparing a substitution. Looks like Shaquille Lane about to enter the fray. Just receiving his final instructions from the head coach, Ronaldo P.B.Jilts. There you see it on your screen. But Lane is stripped and ready for action. Yeah, pushing the back there, Mears on Drakes. Just about 21 minutes left in this contest. This is Jules. Back to Headley. They're queuing up in the box. Rashad Jules, yes! Allerton 1, Kickstart Rush 0, and it's that man, Rashad Jules, the tournament's leading goal scorer, finds his 9th of the competition, gets the kiss on the cheek. Mwah, he says, Rashad Jules. Lovely to see. He gives his Allerton team the 1-0 advantage. Let's look at it one more time. The ball in from Headley. Nice chip into the box. And Jules gets there on time. Right place at the right time. Everett beaten at last. And Allerton, with the first goal of the contest, compliments this man with the number 23 on the back of his shirt. Rashad Jules, his 9th strike, Trev. What a player. What a man. What a moment.
Well, after a ball start, when Allerton played Britain's Hill, Jules with 2 goals on 17 and 23 minutes. He then followed that up with a beaver trick, 4 goals on the trot against Maxwell on 4, 6, 53 and 68 minutes. His next goal was the round of 16 finish against Pride of Gall Hill, a left-foot volley from 18 yards out on 85 minutes. And then the final one, the one before this one, was the penalty kick against the UWI Blackbirds, which he dispatched to the goalkeeper's left to make it 8. And tonight, he took that one on the thigh, and what was needed was a forwards cool, calm, and collective demeanor is what Allerton were missing for the whole evening. They were snatching at chances, and what they needed to do is make sure they had full control of it in the 18-yard box. A level head and the correct finish is what gets you a goal, not snatching at it, which is what Allerton were doing for 70 minutes. And when Jules put on the wisdom of a top striker, he scores 1-0. Allerton lead, and they can smell $15,000 now heading for that bank account. And if Kickstart don't watch out, they'll be left with the 7,005. Allerton 1, Kickstart Rush 0.
Yeah, you put it into a perfect perspective there, Trev. Always good insight, great analysis from one of the best, of course, the former Barbados 8's marksman. This is a ball played forward, and Allerton now, Trev, having taken the lead, definitely have that confidence. Momentum, of course, has shifted a bit. They'll be looking to hold on to this 1-0 advantage, or perhaps build on it.
I don't think Kickstart out of it though, because Ellison haven't really been that convincing in and around the 18-yard box. That was the brightest moment of all of 70 minutes. And if you would think that if the introduction of, let's say, Shaquille Lane, and he can get on to the onto the ball a bit more, providing passes for the other strikers, and then Kickstart could be back as well. But Elton, of course, with the advantage of the one man, there are ways to deprive Kickstart Rush of the ball. And if they can do that successfully, then the third place belongs to Elton, who are obviously in the ascendancy, have the advantage of the additional man as well. But of course, as I said before, Kickstart much too experienced. Even though it's a group of youngsters, the coaching tactics of Ronaldo Jolts, I wouldn't put that past him to try to get an equalizer here and really take this one the distance. At present, it's all Elton, and Elton's chance to really drive home a third place in a semi-professional league that has been long in coming, but now that it's here, you'd want to leave your mark on history and at least play for that at least play and conquer the third place position. Here's Lane getting involved there with Brathwaite. The 10 of Lane and the 8 of Brathwaite going head to head there. As you can see, Jules taking it down easily, and instead of blasting it, he faked making Everett dive and then play it into the empty space. The reverse, again, exactly what is needed, a level head to finish each and every time. Jules, excellent at it for the whole season, and he has 9 goals to prove that he is the ace marksman that we've seen all season long.
Yeah, absolutely correct, Trev. And of course, with this game not finished as yet, still the potential that he could score another as well. Must remember the race for Golden Boot is definitely on. Jules with 9. Now Reece Stephen, I think, with 7 as well. Ramel Bino of Britain's Hill on 6.
Keeps the contest honest.
Yeah.
Knowing that these other players are going to be playing in the cup final.
Correct.
They would want to get goals for themselves, but they will also want their team to win. So if they don't score, another team member scores, the team still comes out on top. But of course, you still want to be able to overhaul what you see as a runaway Rashad Jules train on 9, and give yourself a chance for one of those big prizes as an individual. You'd want to leave your name and your mark on history here in the Prime Minister's Cup as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this game finishes, as well as being able to look forward to what happens in the Cup final and Kensington Oval on Saturday evening, Independence Night.
Yeah, that's right, Trev. Just under of a quarter of an hour to go in this one. Ellerton with the 1-0 advantage, compliments Rashad Jules. 10 men of Kickstart Rush who are trailing. Raymar Walters given his marching orders in the first half. This is Austin for Ellerton. Spins away from his man supremely. Tackle comes in from Brathwaite. And out comes the yellow card. Austin, rather. The number 3 man picks up the caution.
Just a quick correction there. The red card that we saw for Raymar Walters was for, on 22 minutes, was for serious foul play. And I think I said something different in the earlier salvos, but yeah, serious foul play. He was red carded on 22 minutes. He and Jaheim Headley getting in a tangle there, and as the left foot was deployed, it was adjudged to be serious foul play once we went to the Trident review. So that put Kickstart Rush down to 10 men and Ellerton remained with the starting 11 and eventually have been able to break into the Kickstart Rush defense, and with Rashad Jules scoring on 70 minutes, the St. George-based Ellerton continued to lead 1-0. Finish on 70 minutes by Jules. Quick review there, I believe, as well. And we're into the 79th minute with a restart from Romario Small.
Yeah, ball played forward, and it's a foul on Johnson. And it's a substitution for Ellerton. It's going to be Anson Barrow coming in. And it's the end of the night for this man. The Ellerton captain, Shaquille Bell. And the end of his tournament as well. Had a pretty decent tournament, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, scoring some very crucial goals for Ellerton. The round of 16 and the quarter-final, that winning penalty against Weymouth Wales. This is Johnson going for to the byline. Runs out of space and goes behind. So just about 10 minutes for Kickstart Rush to find an equalizer, or for Ellerton to hang on and perhaps even get a second. This is Brathwaite. Cross to Codrington, he finds Headley. Ellerton probing. This is Lane, into Crony. Outnumbered in the midfield. This is Clark. Bit of a swing and a miss from Clark. Recover as well. This is Drakes. Back to Clark. Can he get the cross in? And it goes behind for a corner for Ellerton. So nice build-up play there on that occasion. Ellerton putting a few passes together. In the end, rewarded with a corner on 81 minutes. Drakes there, in no hurry at all to take the corner. Having a bit of a chat with his good friend, Najre Butcher, Weymouth Wales winger. Drakes. Back to Clark, who spreads it in. And it goes behind. That one hitting the back of the net, Trev. Bit of a shot. I think he was in between minds there, Clark. Whether to go for the shot or the cross. In the end, went for the shot, and Everett there, happy to see that one go behind. This is Small. Back to Mears. Opts for Small again. Looking for Johnson. Get the turn away from Collymore. That's good strength from Shaquan Collymore. Drakes has Mears for company. Skips away from his man. And it's a good recovery challenge there from Sakani Mears. And has even won the throw-in. This is Johnson. There's a pass to Small, who is fouled by Jules. And Kickstart Rush preparing another substitution down in front of us. It looks like Carl Hinkson. There he is, about to enter the match. This is Collymore. Gets away from Mears, plays a lovely ball into Anson Barrow. Clark. And bit of a mix-up there, mixed communication there between Clark and Jules is a bit frustrated there. We'll have that substitution now, so it's the end of the match for Azarel Crony. He jogs off, and he's being replaced by Carl Hinkson, the Barbados right back. Had a pretty decent run in the CONCACAF Nations League when Barbados got promotion to League B, having defeated St. Croix and the Bahamas on both occasions, both home and away. This is Headley. Into Jules, has Jasko for company. Lays it back for Headley. 7 minutes left on the clock. Headley can only find Jasko. Clark dispossess. Back to Barrow. And it's good defending in the end. Kickstart can come away with it. Excellent there by Carl Hinkson, who still has it. This is brilliant. Referee says play on. They're appealing for the foul on the Kickstart Rush bench. Nothing will do. Ellerton, however, have won themselves a set piece, a free kick in favour. Let's look at it one more time. Laying the culprit, judged to have committed the offence on Drakes. Ellerton will have an opportunity to test Everett. Just about 6 minutes left on the clock. So 2 men standing over it. It's Austin and Jules. And it's going to be Jules. Jules with a strike. And the wall does its job in Mears, but comes back to Headley. Back to Braffett. Ball floated in. Away by Jasko. This is Braffett. Spreads it across to Clark. It's helped on for Drakes. Drakes with a bit of step overs. Has 2 for company. Plays the back heel to Headley. This is lovely from Ellerton. And Drakes there unable to keep the possession. And it's only as far as Clark, who goes all the way back to Goodridge. Has time to take a touch. Looks for a pass, back to Collymore. Goodridge goes all the way back to Braffett. 5 minutes for Ellerton to hold on to this 1-0 advantage. Or for Kickstart Rush to find a late equaliser. This is Braffett. Back to Goodridge, who plays it long, away by Small. And it's out into touch for Kickstart Rush. Young Goodridge stays down on the surface. Perhaps this is a story. All the emotions written all over the face of Romario Small there. As young Goodridge will receive some medical attention. This is why he was down on the field. Late challenge there by Hinkson. Goodridge is back. Ellerton Trev. Just about 4 minutes plus added time away from $15,000. Challenge comes in. Ellerton wants a free kick. It stays with Jules. Can he counter some magic? This is Headley. Kickstart Rush can come forward.
So into the 80th minute. Certainly looks as though Ellerton have a hand on the 3rd place, having scored the telling chance that was created on 70 minutes. Jules going through and finishing with his left foot to take his tally to 9 for the season. But coming into this match as well, this Ellerton team must be reminded that they would have had successful seasons in a similar tournament known as the David Thompson Constituency Council Football Classic. 2 titles in 2016 and 2017. That's caution for Romario Drakes on 88 minutes from referee Griffith. He doesn't like it, but Griffith also would have seen the melee that occurred and then carded him, even although he tried to talk his way out of it. The yellow card still came. Here comes referee Griffith. I believe he's going to have a look at something. And what we do wait on that decision to be made. Yes, so that's Kamari Johnson in the wars a bit against Drakes with his left foot. And the review continues.
We have to wait and see the decision, Trev. This is an all-important one. It's a penalty. Ellerton awarded a penalty on 89 minutes. The Trident review in action again. And the referee points to the spot for the challenge from Johnson on Drakes. And it's going to be this man again. Rashad Jules stands over it. It's going to be Jules versus Everett, the 17-year-old. The conversation is ongoing on the sidelines. The debate continues on the decision by the referee and the Trident review system. Nevertheless, penalty awarded.
Doesn't really matter though, Amar. It doesn't really matter what the debate is at this point in time because the Trident review is conclusive. Replay after replay, they see exactly where the tackle occurred and which part of the body it would have come on. Yeah. There you can see straight away that's a deliberate attempt there. Yeah, whether he went at the ball or not, but he, as you said, the foot was right there and he took the leg away basically. So there's a good chance here now for Jules to put some space between himself and the leading pack because Jules is on 9 goals for the season. This is his 3rd penalty kick of the season. His first was the 2nd goal he scored on September 14th against Brennan's Hill.
Look at his face.
2nd was last weekend. His 3rd could be now. Jules shoots and finishes. No! Yes, there it is. The ace marksman puts his stamp all over the 3rd place and a little bit of a jig, and you know what's coming next. It's the peck on the cheek from the man who's been placed with the captain's armband as well. Rashad Jules goes to 10 goals for the season, the only man in double figures in the semi-professional 2024 Prime Minister's Cup. A brilliant finish.
Yeah, no one was stopping that.
Yeah,
excellent penalty.
No chance whatsoever.
Excellent penalty, and
yeah,
she's loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Willing to celebrate with him as well. And he's on 10. Now he's throwing out the challenge for Nairi Stevens and company to catch me now.
Here he comes again. Perhaps an infringement there. Bit of a chance. But yes, surely no. $15,000 heading to St. George and Ellerton. 3 minutes left on the clock. We're into bonus time, really. But it has been the Rashad Jules show, really, for Ellerton tonight. Wonder what the coaching staff of Kickstart Rush are looking at there. You saw them on our screen. The ball is played forward, and some borrowing hot pursuit. Never going to get that one. And this is Mears. Perhaps just a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Mears come forward. This is Drakes. Back to Collymore there. Bit of a shove in the back. Look at it one more time. Yeah. Pushing the back there from Mears. This is Headley though. Looking to come forward. Ellerton still searching for more goals. Just seconds on the clock. This is Carl Hinkson driving forward. Appealing for a foul. Referee says play on. Ellerton will be happy to play a bit of keep ball here. Just about 20 seconds left. The contest, they look to come forward. This is Drakes. Has Johnson for company, step overs from Drakes. Goes to the byline, gets the cross in, and any moment now, the fat lady will sing. Referee has a look at his watch. And there it is, the final whistle, the exclamation mark on the third place match here at the Prime Minister's Cup. And it's Ellerton who are the winners of this contest. $15,000 heading to the St. George base team. $7,500 to Kickstart Rush. And it's the end of the tournament for these two teams. A very good night of action here in the Prime Minister's Cup, Trev. But it's Ellerton who are on the winning side of things. And the final score reads Ellerton 2, Kickstart Rush 0.
Yeah, plenty of talking points in this one. The difference between the two teams was made a lot easier to figure out when Raymar Waters was shown straight red card for serious foul play on 22 minutes when he attempted to tackle Jaheim Headley and committed that serious foul play. However, Kickstart still continued to press forward, looking for goals of their own, which never really materialized, simply because the 11 men had most of the possession over 10-man Kickstart Rush. And in the end, it was only a matter of time before Rashad Jules returned to his calm demeanor and realized that he needed to be cool, calm, and collected in and around the 18-yard box. He did that on 70 minutes. And once he took that one on the left thigh and faked the shot, Everett went down. He then placed it into the back of the net, making it 1-0. The pressure, which was building, was now off of the pink and purple jerseys from Love Rock Corner, St. George. Back by the line at Gun Hill, they pressed forward for the second goal and got it for the penalty kick route, where Jules obliged and dispatched to the left of goalkeeper Everett, making it 2-0. Excellent finish on both occasions from the former Barbados senior men's national captain, and Rashad Jules hasn't found favour with the senior men's team most recently, but perhaps now they may sit up and pay attention. Still a good striker, and wouldn't know of his mindset, but if he's still willing to represent the national team, then maybe he does deserve a call-up once more as they prepare themselves for what will be next. I believe it is World Cup qualifiers and things of that nature coming next. Amar will be looking to line up some interviews very, very shortly, of course. But again, congratulations to the Ellerton FC team from Love Rock Corner in St. George, winning $15,000 in third place here this evening by coming third. And commiserations to the Kickstart Rush, but you can congratulate them as well because they're still in the playoff and managed to put $7,500 Barbados into their kitty for development purposes, and of course a bit of a celebration for coming fourth in the semi-professional Prime Minister's Cup, empowering one community at a time. Here's Ammar with the celebrations from the Ellerton team and Rashad Jules.
Yeah, congratulations to Ellerton, 2-0 winners tonight, winning the third place prize and $15,000. I have the man of the moment, Rashad Jules. First of all, congratulations again. Talk me through the game.
Pretty tough game to come off. Not being able to play at Kensington. The guys' spirit was a little down. Hard to find our footing throughout the game. But we know, eventually that we have to come away with something. Just put our best foot forward and get the result that we needed.
How was it like finding the motivation? You mentioned it being very tough to rally the troops, really. What did you do?
Just keep playing, man. Just don't give up. Just keep fighting. Lots of strength. Continue going.
Talk me through now your tournament, Rashad. 10 goals now. Absolutely fantastic. How was it for you?
Now for me, though, kind of easy, so you just got to work hard, man. Be persistent, and you can get what for you once you put God first.
What do you want to say to the Ellerton supporters who've come out night after night and really supported this team? What do you want to say to the people back in St. George, watching on television and are here tonight?
First, I would like to apologize on behalf of the team to all the Ellerton supporters for not going to the finals and playing for the $100,000. We had a really good support from the Ellerton community, the churches, and the neighboring people around the community. So just want to apologize for not being able to play for the $100,000 and just continue supporting the team. We have made a great set of progress. You would have noticed that nobody from Ellerton ain't getting the right cards throughout the season. Don't always complain about Ellerton discipline, and you can see that it has been worked on. The guys in a way better position that they were in the Premier League. So just continue supporting the team, and we can continue to do what we could do to make one a pro.
What's next for this team? Final one for me.
I ain't sure. We gotta get to the coach for that one. I guess it's just some rest, and then look forward to when the Premier League can start so we can get back out there training and doing the right things.
Thank you so much, and congratulations again. Rashad Jules on the double here tonight as Ellerton defeating Kickstart Rush 2-0. Rashad, I'm going to ask you to come back again because we have the player of the match award, of course, compliments Body Bliss. A massage for you. And he said it's much needed. So, congratulations. We'll also have an interview from the coach of Kickstart Rush, Ronaldo Jilks. He's coming my direction. Ronaldo, A tough one tonight, 2-0. Your thoughts on the game?
I think after losing Remar so early on, it would always be a challenging task, especially against a team as good as Ellerton. I don't think there are many teams that are as good keeping the ball as Ellerton, and as you know, without possession is often a tedious task. So after losing Remar, we had to recalibrate a little bit, adjust formation and personnel. We lasted for most of the game, and unfortunately, in the end, a Kickstart graduate in Rashad Jules. A lot of people don't know that Rashad came through Kickstart. So one of our own dented us. So congratulations to Ellerton for a job well done.
How would you sum up the Prime Minister's Cup for your Kickstart Rush team? One of the youngest teams in the competition as well, making it all the way to the semi-finals. In my opinion, very outstanding, very impressive.
I would say that we overachieved in a bit because we lost some key players throughout the competition. When I say lost, I mean some of our players moved on to scholastic opportunities, and then we had a couple of players venture off to take up other moves abroad. But all in all, I think that we fought well. It's a good experience for the boys. As you mentioned, the team is really young, so it's a good experience for the boys. And once the tournament returns next year, we will be looking to go beyond the semifinals and perhaps contest for the title next year.
A word to your fans who supported you guys throughout the competition.
I think we have one of the best fan clubs, one of the best fan bases in the country. So to them, we just want to say thank you for the support. Continue to support us. We will be nothing without the support of the members of the Kickstart Club and the recent fans that we would have inherited. You know, just last year, perhaps even this year, Kickstart wouldn't have been on the lips of many. So I think that credit to the boys for producing a quality brand of football and also behaving in a manner that would attract quality spectators and fans as well. So thank you to everyone who supported us, and we look forward to having them in 2025.
Thank you, Ronaldo, and all the best.
Thank you.
So you've heard from Rashad Jules, the man scoring both goals for Ellerton tonight as they defeated Kickstart Rush by 2-0. Trev, it's back to you.
So what a game we had here in the third place playoff. Lots of goal-mouth action. But this man, Jules, was the thorn in the side, basically, of Kickstart Rush. Good goalkeeping, however, kept them at bay. Benjamin Everett on the... There's the Remar Waters sending off there, the red card produced from serious foul play on 22 minutes. And that was a definite disadvantage for Kickstart Rush. But the call, having gone to the review, was correct. Everett again called into action and able to palm that one over the crossbar. And of course, Everett coming to the rescue, not once, twice, even 3 times and more. Saved again by Rashad Jules, snatching at that opportunity with his right boot rather than remaining composed as he did in the second half, of course. Jules again snatching at the header. And of course, Everett always equal to the task. Corner kick from Jules, this time Codrington onto the right boot of Everett. And on the other end of things, Braffett with not much to do at all but deliver passes for Jules to run onto, as he did here. This time around he squared back and found Shaquan Collymore with his left foot. But of course, he too continues to snatch at opportunities. And Kickstart breathing another sigh of relief. You can see the frustration from Collymore, who needed a victory, but couldn't get it on that occasion. A far post ball, the header coming again from Collymore. His second chance at scoring. And again, Everett, brilliant in defense. However, Drakes found the square pass, and again the chance opened up, this time for Rashawn Gittins, who planted his right foot shot onto the crossbar. Unbelievable stuff. Headley with the chip, the thigh control, and an exquisite finish from the former Barbados captain Rashad Jules, the number 23. On 70 minutes, Ellerton 1, Kickstart Rush 0. Jules moves to 9 for the season. Strong tackles from Javon Austin, as you can see here, earn him a yellow card on 77 minutes. Drake's on a mazy little run, coming through the box, drew the tackle, which produced the penalty kick. Jules obliged with a left foot finish to the left of goalkeeper Everett, making it Ellerton FC 2, Kickstart Rush 0. Ellerton with the $15,000 prize, a kiss to go with it, and the third place bragging rights to take all the way back to Love Rock Corner, Ellerton St. George. That's the final whistle on this production. From the production team, I'm our Goodrich Boyce, and of course Damien Best. We say a pleasant evening to one and all, and we'll catch you at Kensington Oval for the Legends matchup, as well as the cup final of the 2024 Prime Minister's Cup. Independence Day, Saturday, November 30th, 2024. Pleasant evening to one and all.